LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
What up? It's interview style. Iris said that she doesn't think that I watch movies repeatedly, like I say I do. We discussed this in another interview style, but I want to ask her why you think that I don't watch as many movies as I say you do, and then prove you wrong.
Who's got time for that?
Life is filled with tasks, chores, and stuff, and in between and during some of those chores, I'm usually watching movies.
I mean, but you also read books and you also stay up on pop culture. So how do you do that?
Mostly it's researching movies and the Google News feed that delivers the biggest headlines directly to me.
And you read books at night?
Yes. I'm not allowed to have a TV in our bedroom.
Which is good, because you don't want that. That's bad feng shui.
I can turn it off, dude. Literally, I can turn off the TV and I can be like, okay, now it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, but when you do turn it off, you have a giant black hole that's sucking out all of your good energy.
The TV does suck energy, but with energy efficient, like micro LEDs and stuff. Not as much as you would think. I think the yearly cost for a TV is like $12, right? For a gigantic big screen TV.
$12?
Yeah.
I remember someone came to our place and was like, wow, you guys are so progressive. You don't have a single TV. And I was like, that's funny. And we rolled out the giant projector. But Brian has at least 2 TVs downstairs. But the thing is, we just don't sleep there. So that's good.
Are they called monitors? Why do you think that I don't watch the movies when I say I watch the movies?
Because I just can't conceive that anyone would have that amount of time. Also, there are movies that I revisit and that I like to put on in the background, but very few. And also, I much, much prefer to sit down dedicatedly, committedly, hopefully with popcorn, watch a movie. I don't
start to finish,
minimal to no interruptions. This is the main attraction. And so the idea of piecemealing a movie is just, it kind of bugs me.
When was the last time you sat down, put in your headphones, pressed play, and started a song and listened to it all the way through?
That's different.
Is it different? Is it different?
Music is different. Music is not a multi-sensory experience. Music is earballs.
I don't flip channels because I don't have TV. All of my stuff is start to finish, press play when you're ready, streaming. But if you're flipping through the radio because you have no other choice because you don't watch movies, particularly in the car, and your favorite song comes on, does it have to be from the very beginning or you shut it off?
Who watches movies in the car? Okay, funny story. Brian gets into his Uber in God knows where, America, and his Uber driver has his phone mounted up on his dash and it's like, hey, do you mind if I watch a movie? And Brian was like, what? And the Uber driver said, do you mind if I watch a movie? And Brian's like, yeah, I mind. And he was like, oh, all right. And he doesn't turn on his movie. Would you let your Uber driver watch a movie while they drive you around? Sounds like you would.
It'll definitely be my death, and it's against the law and all that stuff. But I would watch movies. I could listen to movies in one AirPod underneath my hair while I'm driving someone around via Uber.
I mean, I guess I would do that, but only if I'm like, I have committed to screening something or reviewing something prior to actually discussing it with someone.
And again, never a new movie. I'm not washing dishes and watching a brand new movie and saying I saw it. Sorry, Jasmine Hoyer Johnson. That's not the way movies are done. But if I've seen a movie, then it's fair game. I can watch it, starting from the middle. I can watch just the end of it. I can watch parts of it here and there, the best scenes. I can listen to it without actually watching it. It's kind of like, imagine you're sitting there on a bench and a train goes by. And every day you love that train. So you sit on the bench and it goes, wah, the train. And you see it every day. But you've seen that train from start to finish. Why would you go and watch the same train over and over again when you have an opportunity to go to the stopped train, climb aboard certain cars, and look around to find out about its history, to only visit one car on a specific day? Because that's how much time you have or whatever. If you love that train, it doesn't need to be viewed all at the same time in linear fashion. You can...
I don't know how that could be satisfying to you.
Because you've seen that train go by 100 times already, you can examine certain parts of the train that are interesting. I'll get into my final argument, which is the controversial naked diagram theory. We didn't review Gus Van Sant's Psycho, the shot-by-shot remake, but it is always notable to me. For what reason?
It's complete and total lack of necessity?
No, that's where we saw Anne Heche's beehole.
Ew.
So when Anne Heche expires, spoilers, sorry, I can't help it if you don't know the story of Psycho, one gets a glimpse of her beehole. So you have those maps, right? Or you've seen those maps where once you go to a place, a country or whatever, then you can scratch off the gold foil with a coin. And you're like, oh, I've been to Antigua or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you had a diagram of a human body, let's say in this case it's Anne Heche, you could scratch off the gold foil over her beehole. And if an actor or actress is naked in more than one movie, then maybe you saw boobs or maybe you saw a butt, and you can scratch off those parts on the gold foil covered anatomy model.
Oh my God.
Of that
I'm not including this analogy in the final cut.
If you see enough Anne Heche movies, it's possible that you could have seen all of Anne Heche's body, given that the butthole is probably the most elusive part, right?
Do you understand how creepy you sound right now?
The point that I'm trying to make is I can see all of a movie if I watch it in parts. I will have seen all of that movie if I watch it 6 times in pieces. And if I watch a movie 60 times in pieces, there's a good chance I've seen that movie 6 times, which is way more than most people ever see a single movie.
I mean, it's just not how it's intended to be consumed. It's not that I don't believe you, Wes. I just don't understand why you do it.
Admittedly, the Anne Heche thing was kind of a tough
super gross
analogy, visual image. But come at me, bro. Tell me how it's not accurate. I watched the movies. We'll get into quizzes at some point soon if you ever got off your ass and formulated more movie podcast trivia quizzes or whatever.
I did, and you failed.
Yeah, I did not. Look, show me where it is. Where is it? Bring it up.
No questions, just drive.
Damn it. Okay, thanks for playing. Okay, love you. Bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Geraldine Glass, a leader in the field of music as medicine, and I'm excited to share with you my newest release of healing sound, Pentatonic Visions, with Chris Scholler and Electrocast Records. Immerse yourself in ethereal realms where the harmonies of nature, tribal rhythms, and soundscapes blend with the crystal singing bowls. It's out now, streaming on all platforms.
Electrocast.